What's up, everybody? It's Jack and Dan.
And we promised you guys we would do Aqua Trail video, so here it is.
Yeah, so this is a little bit of a follow-up. We had a little cliffhanger at the end of our last video that we did last Friday. We did an update on Jack's Aqua Bridge tanks. And as you guys know, if you've seen any live streams we've done or talked about our history a little bit, I've been designing fish tanks and having aquariums ever since I was 5. Less than half of Jack's age.
Yep.
And of course, I hung a aquarium over your crib when you were born. Jack's had aquariums in his rooms ever since then.
Long time.
And this is a great hobby, and we love it. It's an awesome coping mechanism. It's an awesome way to relieve stress.
As you guys know.
Yeah, that's why you see aquariums in hospitals and dentist's office and
restaurants.
Yeah, everywhere. Because they're wonderful.
Yeah.
And we highly recommend them, and we think it's a great hobby. One of the things we like to do is to be very creative and to try to inspire other people to be creative with their designs. And there's so many ways that you can decorate and design and scape aquariums.
Yes, it's almost like Legos. You can build so many different types of combinations of fish tanks.
Yeah, it's amazing. You can do live plants, you can do fake plants, you can do rockscapes, you could do waterfalls, you could do, palladiums and all kind of different terrariums and put different animals together. And anyway, we've been doing this a really long time, and we moved here a few years back, and we kind of started again, and we started documenting it on YouTube to share those ideas.
I'd say about 8 years ago we moved to this house.
Yeah. And basically, when I was younger, one of the things that I did is I used to design aquariums and work for aquarium stores, like when I was in, college and stuff like that. And
like something fishy.
Yeah, we're going to be sharing actually some more of those tours of local fish stores that I worked in growing up and stuff like that too. But I used to make and design aquariums way a long time ago, 30 years ago. And I used to sell those in the back of Popular Mechanics, if you've never seen those old kind of journals or magazines. And it was really fun to meet people all over the world, and I used to mail them out. And people would send money orders, and I charged $3 to $5 for little different designs. And it was before the internet, before any of this. So we started posting some of this stuff on YouTube to try to give people more ideas, and it's been a lot of fun. We've met a lot of people, and people have told us that we've kind of inspired them to try some of these things, and we think that's awesome. One of the people that reached out to us was actually a person named Mark. Really cool guy from New York, not far from us in Cleveland.
Buffalo, New York.
Yeah. And he actually explained that he developed something 24 years ago called the Aqua Trail. And this was an invention very similar to our Aqua Bridge.
It's a little thinner, a little smaller.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. But what he did is he actually got a patent on this. And this is the last existing one still in the bag. He actually took these, and he would go to pet stores, and he had a stand all set up, and he would hang these in this little island kind of end cap thing, and sell them for like $20, $30.
That was his little company. Yeah.
One of his many companies. He's an inventor and does a lot of different things.
I think he's a realtor too.
Yeah, it does a lot of cool things. We actually talked to him on the phone for a long time. And we may even get to meet him and connect with him and talk more. That would be really awesome. And if we do, we'll definitely record it. He's doing a big fish breeding project right now. Has a massive pond on his property.
Yeah, I don't think it's massive. I think it's bigger than that.
Yeah.
It's very big.
Well, hopefully we'll get to see it. But anyway, he sent us this. He really likes our channel. He really likes that we're helping to inspire people to get into this hobby. And so he sold many of these over the years. And he wanted us to have. He found this in his basement. It was the last one. This is 24 years old, guys. One of the first ones he ever made. And he said, I want you and Jack to have it. I want you to play around with these, maybe use them. He sent us another one, too, that was already open. We're going to kind of show you how this all works. I think we're going to keep this in a package for now.
Is this a souvenir kind of thing?
Yeah. So basically, you would buy this. It has directions and everything in it. It was called an Aqua Trail. You can see how they kind of show two little 10-gallon tanks being joined together. And it was called the Aqua Trail, a little goldfish going through from one tank to the other. And a little cat trying to get it. And this was, you can see here, he had a website and everything. We did look this up, aquatrail.com, and it doesn't exist anymore.
No.
So basically what Mark told us, what had happened, and this is a very similar story that we've heard from many other people, is he patented this and started selling it. And some company, apparently in China or something, made a knockoff and started selling it.
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, people are always going to try to take stuff like that.
Right. And many of us have heard stories like this over the years. When I used to design a lot of these kind of things, I went and talked to World Patent Marketing. And first of all, those companies want a lot of money. And when I say a lot of money, they want between $15,000 and $20,000 to even really work with you. And they can be very helpful. And I know many people that they have helped. But that wasn't really our goal. And I talked to them several years ago when Jack was little. And I decided not to go with that. And I decided to just share our ideas and our designs on YouTube because we just want to show people how to do it themselves.
I just make it because I feel like if you sell something, this is awesome and great, but I feel like if you sell something, it's only one way. And I feel like it can be done a lot of different ways that work. So that's why we're showing you a standard way of doing it.
Yeah, and that's why we continue to share our ideas. I mean, we're comfortable with, siliconing parts together and cutting glass and drilling holes in glass. And we show people how to do that on our channels. It does always nullify the warranty, just so you know. And even if you have the company drill into the aquarium before they send it to you, they also say that it also, voids and nullifies the warranty. Because they just don't do it. They just won't warranty it once you've done things like that. But anyway, we're comfortable doing it. We've shown a lot of our videos. If you go to our aquarium playlist, we've shown how to do those kind of things. Many other fish tubers and YouTubers have. But we think it's really, really awesome that we were able to reach out to so many people and so many people had questions and so many people commented on those videos. And they even sent us emails and pictures of, their design that they got, like, they made aqua bridges or aqua caves, and they sent us pictures of theirs. And maybe we'll do a video where we kind of show some of those too someday. We thought this was really cool, though, that Mark reached out to us. He sent us this. That was really special to get something like this from someone who is an inventor, who's done so many neat things in his life.
Something that actually we didn't think existed, but then it did.
Yeah, like there's people that have done things like this, but we didn't know there was actually a patented product. So anyway, it's a really neat thing. He talks a little bit about this. Now, this is an open one that he sent us, and you can see it has a little bit of a melting. It was probably sitting in the sun.
I do not know if it is used or not.
Yeah, I don't know either. And basically how this works is it has these two little brackets. And these two little brackets, you can see that they kind of open up here. And what happens is you clamp this on one tank, and then you clamp this on the other tank.
Yeah.
Pick this thing up here so they can see how it sits in there.
Much easier than what we did.
Turn it around. There you go. And so this would sit on one tank, and this would sit on the other tank. Isn't that neat? Mm-hmm. Just like in the picture. Now, the cool part, too, is on our big aqua bridge, our aqua bridges are bigger, and you can make them any size you want. You can make them 4 inches, 6 inches, 10 inches. The bigger you go, obviously, the more expensive the PVC is going to be and those kind of things.
Again, this is like a silicone type of plastic. This is straight up just plastic.
Yeah, this is different. It is totally clear. Our elbows were not clear. A lot of people make comments and say, well, how come your elbows aren't clear? Because clear elbows cost hundreds of dollars.
They're rare. I mean, imagine, just think about it. A clear PVC elbow. It's not something that comes right to mind. Like, it's hard to picture.
It's hard to find, and it's very expensive. So we use white, and then we just made the middle. Now, the cool part is the golden gouramis and some of the other fish we have in there, they kind of go up there and they kind of hide and hang out in there.
Yeah, they like that little hide space.
And then they go across, and you can see them. Anyway, we show tons of footage of them using the bridges over the last, couple of years since we did that. And we're going to be doing and changing more in that tank and adding more fish. And we talked about that in the last video. But anyway, the cool part that he did is since we had a very large bridge, we would put like a little tube in there and just suck the air out, make a vacuum. The water would go up in there. Or you could use a shop vac or whatever. You could also submerge it. So the way that he makes this one is you fill it with water. You put the caps on. You put it in either tank. And then you just reach in the tank and pop the end off. What's that smell like, buddy?
Kind of smells like old.
It just smells like old.
It smells like time.
Wow, that's a unique smell. This has been on for 24
I don't know how
years.
to explain old.
This,
you know, like when you like.
that was like a time capsule we just opened right now.
Yeah.
24-year-old air. Wonder what kind of viruses or whatever in there. But anyway.
Shouldn't have said that because that's gonna happen.
So anyway, we just unleashed like a biological weapon from 24 years ago.
Sorry, Mark. It's just really old.
It has a unique smell, plastic though. Anyway, so then you pop these off, and then the fish can go in there. Now, this obviously is a 2-inch tube. This is much different than our design. It would be used for very small fish.
Like
a lot of
fish, like candy cane tetras, goldfish.
Yeah, small fish, nano fish,
Plecos,
any kind of
plecos.
snake-like fish, like ropefish would probably like this. But anyway, we're going to probably open these two up and incorporate them.
Maybe even our Grammies, possibly?
I don't think they would go in here because they can't turn around. They might just shoot right through it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel comfortable in using it with those kind of fish. The other thing is you could just set it in a tank.
That's true.
You know, and it could be used like a ghost knife, you know, and those kind of fish go in here. Or instead of joining 2 tanks, you could just put it in 1 tank and support it, you know, from either side, and the fish could just come up above the tank.
That's
you know?
true, yeah.
There's so many different things you could do with these kind of things. And again, you really wouldn't even have to buy something like this. You could make it. You could put a tube up top above your aquarium. We've done things like that in past aquarium designs.
You could just like take a piece of like or like a finished wood, cut some holes in it, and then set it in there so that you could just see them go above the tank.
All kind of neat things. But anyway, these brackets are what really made this unique. These are really cool, and they do clamp on the sides just like the picture shows there. But we thought this was super cool and super neat. We're probably going to open these and incorporate them into some kind of future design. We do have multiple tanks sitting around here that we are working on. Things have been very busy with the virus and lots of other things. We've had a lot of loss this year. Grandmary passed away. Squirt passed away. Caesar passed away. Both of Pamela's parents passed away. Her mother and father died within 6 months of each other. Right, before the end of the year. And so it's been a lot. It's been very challenging for everybody, everything going on, but now some of those things are getting better and passing, and some of the lockdowns are lifting, and people are,
I'm excited to go back to the movies because there's a lot of stuff that I want to see.
Yeah, and there's going to be some great movies coming out. But anyway, so now we're going to have some time to work on more designs. We've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up. We've got a 55-gallon we're working on. We've got a 116-gallon we're working on. We've got a 5-gallon we're working on. We have a 20-gallon we're working on.
Most of these aren't even stuff we're working on. We're just going to.
Yeah. We have a 15-gallon. So just old tanks that people gave to us that they didn't want, that we're going to rehab and be working on and putting in our house and, having more tanks in the house. And you can definitely check out our aquarium playlist. We also have our jacked tank series, which we show, how we kind of jacked some other people's tanks up. We do a lot of different lighting features. And again, this is just our hobby.
Again,
this is something we love.
If you're new to the channel or if you're old and you don't know, then basically jacking a tank is just making it better.
Yeah, we just try to spice it up a little bit for people. If you're interested in getting your tank jacked, or if you're interested in having us work on one of your tanks or build you a tank,
as long as you live in like the area around us,
somewhere by Cleveland, right?
Yeah, somewhere by Cleveland.
But maybe we would travel. It just depends. But this is something we love doing.
Yeah, America's pretty much the cutoff for us. We can't go any further than that.
We'll see. We can maybe go to Canada.
Yeah, we can give you ideas though.
Yeah, and that's why we started this channel. Is we didn't just want to help people around us. We want to help people all over the world, and it's really been a fun time. Anyway, we wanted to share this. We wanted to say thank you to Mark for reaching out to us. This really made us very happy that he liked our videos so much that he would send us something. I mean, this belongs in a museum. I mean, that's what he told us. He goes, this is for the Jack and Dan Museum. What a neat thing that he would send us the first one
souvenir
that he ever made. We're very touched by this. We think it's an amazing thing. These little instructions and everything. This is so old school. It makes me happy because, I'm old school and everybody knows that. But, obviously, we just want to share this.
Yeah, like for the flag they put on the moon, that was like for NASA, that was like the big step for this, for different types of fish keeping, that was the big step.
Yeah, it was neat, and thousands of people bought them and used them, and it was a really neat thing, but we didn't even know about it. And a lot of people didn't. And that's the cool part about YouTube and the cool part about the internet is now you can share these ideas and people can see them.
Bad stuff that can happen, obviously, but there's also very good things.
Yeah. I mean, Jack's Aqua Bridge video, his initial video has like 2.1 or 2.2 million views. And a lot of the other videos have hundreds of thousands of views. So it's cool that we're able to reach so many people with our design, whereas Mark just kind of took these to local fish stores and stuff. So it's awesome that the times have changed, that we have the technology to share those ideas. And that's what we want to do. We're not looking to get patents.
Right.
We're not looking to make millions of dollars on our ideas.
Like we said in our previous video, we're not, this is something we're teaching you guys to make. If you want to, you can. If you want to view it, you can as well. We're not going to patent something, obviously, because Mark has already done it, but it's a lot of problems that can go into it, just like he had. So we're just teaching you guys how to make it and how to make it yourself the way you want to do it.
Yeah. So check out our videos if you want to learn some great ideas about aquariums, some great creative ideas. We're going to be making more. And again, this is a great coping mechanism. This is a great hobby. And, check them out, guys. And hit us up in the comments. Let us know if you have any questions about anything. You can buy us a cup of coffee if you'd like. We do take the money that we get from those cups of coffee and we use them for supplies for our aquariums when we do these builds and everything like that. The other thing is we do have Teespring now. We talked about that. If you want to buy any kind of Jack and Dan swag or merchandise, 50%. 50%. Is that funny hearing your dad say swag? 50% of all of those proceeds that we make from Teespring, forever we are giving to the Red Cross.
Yes.
Just because, they're near and dear to me, being a nurse for as long as I have. And again, this is our hobby, guys. I love being a nurse. I would never, ever imagine myself doing anything else in life, and I'm very happy that I did that. But this is our hobby, and we love it. And if you want us to build you a tank, or if you want us to jack up your tank, we'd be more than happy to do that on our free time, wouldn't we?
Yes. Well, we would. And it's just FYI, if you're not familiar with Teespring, they have very good quality stuff. They're not stingy. It's good stuff. It's definitely worth your money. It's good quality stuff.
Yeah. We're actually surprised. We ordered some, as gifts and stuff. And we think they're pretty good.
Very nice.
So anyway, there's the Aqua Trail. If you want to leave a comment for Mark, leave him a comment. He's probably going to watch this video and see it. This was a really neat idea. This was one of these guys that a long time ago took the initiative to do something like this to help this hobby out and to help put it on the map and give it some more recognition. What an amazing guy that he reached out to us. Thanks so much, Mark. If you're watching, thanks so much. We're going to definitely be in touch.
This is a relic.
Yeah, and maybe we'll be able to come see you. Maybe we'll work on one of your tanks, man.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.